Howdy do, y'all. This is John, and today we are talking about Beetlejuice, a movie from 1988 starring Winona Ryder, Gina Davis, and Michael Keaton. And in Beetlejuice, it deals with this married couple played by Davis and also Alec Baldwin, who end up passing away in a tragic accident, yet their ghosts live on in their house, and this new family, including a daughter played by Winona Ryder, move in, and these two want them to leave, and they end up resorting to getting a little bit of help from a ghost named Beetlejuice. And Beetlejuice is, of course, played by Michael Keaton. Okay, so to get things started, first and foremost, what I liked about the movie. I think that the performances in this film are all great. Gina Davis and Michael Keaton, in particular, are both just terrific in this film. Michael Keaton, with his portrayal of Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is not a politically correct character. And, I'm really hoping that Tim Burton is not lying when he said he kept, Beetlejuice politically incorrect in the sequel coming out this weekend. Because part of the likability of Beetlejuice is the fact that, no, he's not politically correct at all. He don't give a crap about modern progress or anything like that. He just acts like how he feels like acting. And Michael Keaton just plays this part perfectly. Now, would I call Beetlejuice a good role model? Absolutely not, but he is a great character. Just don't tell your kids this is what a man should be. And also Barbara, played by Gina Davis. Her and her husband, they have a lot on their shoulders. And you can definitely feel this most with Barbara. They're dead. They know it. And this new family moves in and they're having a difficult time trying to get them out. And when they meet Lydia, played by Winona Ryder, they're kind of surprised because Lydia's just not afraid of them. And when it comes to the story, with haunted house movies, you usually see things from the perspective of the people who move into the house. And this is one of those rare few movies where you see things from the perspective of the ghosts. And honestly, I think that's kind of neat. They don't do this a whole lot. As a matter of fact, this is the only movie I've seen where I know they've done this sort of method. Doesn't mean there's not others out there, but this is just the only one I've seen. And it's nice to see that perspective in a movie for once. Other than that, there's not really that much to the story. It's kind of a basic haunted house movie. It's just that they do it from like a different perspective. There's also this sort of world building with the whole afterlife situation. The afterlife is actually depicted as its own sort of universe, its own sort of world in this film. And without getting into any spoilers, there's actually some really neat sort of ideas, sort of concepts that they put into the world of the afterlife. And in case you guys are wondering how are the visuals, visually this movie is appealing. It's very nice looking. There are some special effects that have not aged well. I'm not going to lie, there are some definite effects that do not look that great, 36 years later. But thankfully there are other effects, that actually do still look very nice almost 4 decades later. There's this one part with someone floating in the air, and, you don't see the wires holding them up. You don't see them at all. Because at the end of the day, Beetlejuice is a fantastic film. Love this movie. It's not my favorite Tim Burton movie. However, I do genuinely love this movie. The story still has its original elements. The characters are great. The acting is terrific, especially from Michael Keaton. Tim Burton, the guys he hired to help make this film, they did a terrific job, and I can definitely see why Tim Burton's career really started to take off after this film. I'm going to give Beetlejuice a 10. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, let's keep out.